This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game they continue to be without their starting running back. But the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And here comes the junior running back. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's totally man. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy has spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, he's got some space. To the house. Touchdown, NC State.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. The 49ers offense got show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the 49ers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Hand it to the back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it on the option. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. Look out! They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All wideouts, no backs. He'll run it. Pass to 6. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the back. Still running at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They'll go with the quick touch pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Making the adjustment. Trying to establish the run. Spins away from the defender. NC State will pick up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And that one's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Looking for running room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches,
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge as we get a look at the numbers so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. extra point makes it 14-0. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dick?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants.
Looking to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Got the 1st down. There he goes. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense cashing it in. drive.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. RPO complete. Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. The 49ers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback keep. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the 49ers headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Under pressure. Another incompletion on third down. The 49ers will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The handoff. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hand off from the shotgun. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game and the offense. Continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon, taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Charlotte head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Okay, Holly. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. To the air, it's Horn. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. It's a draw. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There are people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Long way to go on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. They're all over him. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires on the move. Soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Rid of it on the RPO. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sets his feet. It's Horn. Oh, pressure's coming. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what do you have?
Checking in from the Wolfpack sidelines, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down to the air. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fires to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The 49ers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Powers through the defender. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out. The field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, 49ers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. NC State will line up with a first and goal. He's changing the play. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.